This is the AquaSonic Black Series Ultrasonic Whitening Electric Toothbrush. I'm here to give you my opinions on it. So I've spent a few weeks testing this AquaSonic brush, and my overarching view is it is a really good electric toothbrush. You get so much value for money here, and there's few things I really complain about as an actual toothbrush. The problem comes with warranty, the support and the availability of replacement brush heads, and as a result I can't recommend that you go out and buy this unless you're aware of those limitations. So let me dig into the details a little bit on this. So before I get into the brush in a lot of detail, I want to just talk about AquaSonic and the name of this brush. So AquaSonic is a brand that up until fairly recently I'd never come across before, but they were getting quite a lot of mentions for having such a good electric toothbrush. So I looked into them. Now basically the long and the short of what I found out is AquaSonic appears to be a brand that's being managed by a third-party company, and the toothbrush itself is a design that's been made by a Chinese company, and it's been branded AquaSonic. So AquaSonic themselves don't make it, it's made by a third party, but they kind of license the design and sell it within the US. Now there's absolutely no information on who AquaSonic are, where they're based, what the warranty etc is for this electric toothbrush. There's no contact details from anywhere, and the closest that I could get to was the main seller on Amazon, who appears to be selling the majority of these brushes, and I reached out to them to try and find out some information on the warranty and the availability of the brush heads, and unfortunately their response was a little bit weak and didn't fill me with a lot of confidence. So click the link in the description to the full review, which goes into a little bit more detail. But AquaSonic seems to be a bit of a no-name brand that have kind of come onto the market just because they've offered such great value in this electric toothbrush. So be aware that at the time of this review I don't know what the warranty period is, and the company on Amazon who's selling it suggests replacement brush heads are going to be available soon, but I can't see any reference to any brush heads as spares available on the web and things like that. So long-term availability of brush heads could be an issue. So let's dig now deeper into the brush overall and how it performs. So on the face of it, out of the box, it's a really good electric toothbrush. Initial impressions are quite nice. It's got this black rubber grip all around the handle. It's smooth to the touch. You've got the AquaSonic logo. You've got a large on-off button, cleaning mode button. You've then got 4 modes on here. Now you probably can't see this, but these light up when they're selected. You can press this mode button to select through the different modes, and then the on-off button to turn the brush on or off. You can change the modes independently of switching the brush on and off. The 4 modes are clean, soft, white and massage. Now those modes aren't always essential for different people, but things like the soft mode could be useful for those who have sensitive gums. There's a battery status icon down here on the front. On the back of the handle you've got a series of grooves which help keep the brush nice and firm in hand and gives something for the fingertips to grip onto. You've got these chrome accents. These are polished plastic, they're not metal or anything like that, but you've got them on the bottom, and there's a recess for the charging stand as well. Built into the handle is a lithium-ion battery. There's no information on the internet to say how long the battery should last, but my own hands-on testing allowed me to get 22 days of usage from it. So that's 2 cleans per day for 2 minutes, so 22 days in total, so just over 3 weeks. So that's pretty impressive and puts this at the higher end of the battery level in terms of the other electric toothbrushes that exist on the market today. If you pull off the brush head, you can see you've got this removable brush head. This is a gloss black colour, and you've got this bristle configuration here. Kind of steps up. You've got longer bristles at the top of the bottom and shorter ones in the middle. I believe these are nylon bristles. They feel quite firm. They're not as soft as I would really like. Now what's particularly impressive is you get 8 brush heads included in the box with this toothbrush. So that'll see you through for 2 years, but the issue then is after that 2-year period, trying to get replacement brush heads seems to be a problem. There are no AquaSonic branded ones available that I can actually see, which poses a long-term risk to this toothbrush. After 2 years, if they're still not available, what do you do? Throw the brush away? I'm surprised they're not listed or available to buy. As I mentioned, the Amazon seller suggests they're going to be available to buy soon, but I'm not sure I have that much faith. But they do the job. They clean quite well. I can't say for sure. I think they're rough cut, which means they're not rounded at the tips of all the bristles, which basically means when you're brushing you might get a little bit of a stabbing sensation. It's not necessarily painful, but it might not be the most comfortable. Not everyone will feel that, but just something to bear in mind on some of these cheaper brushes. Now, surprisingly, obviously it's got 4 cleaning modes, but built in there is a 2-minute timer and 30-second pacer. So that encourages you to clean for the dentist recommended 2 minutes and to clean all 4 quadrants of the mouth evenly. At the end of the 2 minutes, the brush will automatically turn off, which is a nice touch. It'll also remember the cleaning mode that you have selected. Now, as I kind of intimated, the 4 cleaning modes aren't essential, but they could suit different people. I couldn't personally tell much difference between the clean, soft and whiten. They did get a little bit more intense as you went up the scale kind of thing there. The soft mode didn't feel as gentle as I'd anticipated. The massage mode was different because that has more of a pulsing sensation to stimulate blood flow in the gums. This battery icon does actually predominantly stay green, but if the battery gets below roughly 20%, it starts flashing red, and that's when you probably need to recharge it. A 2-pin charging stand does come provided in the box. It works on 100 to 240 volts, so if you travel you just need a plug adapter. If you go into other countries you don't need a voltage adapter as well. Also included in the box is this travel case. It's fairly basic but functional, holds the brush and up to 2 brush heads, and you've got a little drip tray there, so that's kind of a nice touch to allow the brush heads to dry, and there's a vent on the back of it as well. It's made from a cheaper sort of plastic. It's like a smoky grey, it's kind of opaque, and it has some micro scratches out the box which shows kind of a little bit of a lower grade plastic, but it does the job perfectly well. Although it actually feels quite good in hand, when you inspect it a little bit in more detail, the overall construction is pretty good, but it doesn't feel quite as premium as the likes of Philips Sonicare. But I can't really grumble for the price of this brush, which typically sells for about $37, which is really cheap. Over the course of a 3-year period, assuming you can get replacement brush heads, and I looked at competing brands and to work out some of the prices there, but you're looking at around about 4 cents per day, which is really, really cheap. But obviously one of the concerns with a really cheap brush is the fact of the replacement brush heads and the warranty. And as I mentioned, there's literally no reference to the warranty whatsoever. So I don't know if you get a year, 2 years, and what might happen should this brush fail on you. So you do have to bear that in mind. I generally think for your own peace of mind, you'd be better off going for a Philips Sonicare brush. You know, the 4100 series is going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's a better quality model overall from a leading brand. If you are on a budget, then maybe consider the Fairywill FW917. Not quite as feature rich or good a box contents, but it's still fairly cost effective, and at least you've got the replacement brush heads and the warranty support there from a more major brand. So overall this is impressive, let down by a few things unfortunately. If you like this review, be sure to give it a thumbs up. For more videos like this, click subscribe. If you've got any comments or queries, leave them in the comments section below. But until next time, thanks for watching.